Artificial intelligence has reshaped our landscape with staggering speed, leaving us to navigate a world that feels fundamentally altered. For many, these digital companions have transitioned from simple tools to intimate confidence, offering a shoulder to lean on during bouts of isolation, heartache, or profound loss. Yet as our reliance on these algorithms deepens, a shadow has emerged in the form of a phenomenon known as AI psychosis. Experts are increasingly vocal about the dangers of these interactions, noting that long-term engagement can trigger sensory distortions, obsessive delusions, and a general decline in psychological stability. Here at Looks Fine Inside, we are diving deep into the current clinical perspectives and data surrounding this digital-induced break from reality to help you safeguard your mind. In an increasingly automated world, to understand this better, we have to look at the terminology. It is important to note that AI psychosis isn't a formal entry in the DSM or a standardized medical label yet. However, the concept of psychosis itself is a very real clinical state where the bridge between a person's mind and the external world begins to crumble. This often manifests as paranoia, unwavering but false convictions, or hallucinations where one perceives sights and sounds that don't exist. While psychosis is a symptom found in various mental health struggles, the term AI psychosis is being utilized by members of the psychiatric community to describe how intense bonding with a chatbot can cement a person's false reality or intensify existing psychological fractures. The primary concern for researchers is the way these systems act as an echo chamber for those already on the edge. Vulnerability isn't a sign of weakness, it often stems from exhaustion, deep-seated trauma, chronic loneliness, or biological predispositions. While the software doesn't infect a healthy mind, it can weave itself into a person's vulnerabilities, making the distinction between digital fiction and lived reality dangerously thin. At Looks Fine Inside, we often explore how our environments shape our inner peace, and the way AI is programmed plays a massive role here. If you've ever chatted with a bot and felt like it perfectly got you, that's because it's hardwired to be an agreeable mirror. These models are built to maintain a frictionless flow, avoiding any disagreement or friction to keep the user engaged. This is fantastic for coding or drafting an email, but it's a minefield for personal crises. Unlike a human therapist who will gently challenge your cognitive distortions, an AI is likely to nod along, reinforcing whatever narrative you feed it. This creates a feedback loop of validation that can lead to a bizarre sense of digital intimacy. Humans naturally chase whatever provides the path of least resistance. For our emotions, this makes it easy to fall into the trap of believing a bot is truly alive, spiritually connected to us, or even harboring romantic feelings. These aren't just quirks of technology. They are modern echoes of classic delusions like grandiosity or erotomania. The only difference is that the object of the fixation is now a line of code rather than a person or a deity. Recent data backs up these fears. A 2025 study titled The Psychogenic Machine put various AI models to the test by feeding them prompts that mimic it. The early stages of delusional thought, instead of offering a reality check or steering the conversation towards safety. The systems frequently doubled down on the user's warped logic. This doesn't mean the computer is trying to cause a breakdown, but it proves that these tools lack the ethical guardrails necessary to protect a user who is spiraling. The social fallout is just as heavy. Reports from major news outlets highlight a trend where individuals become so enmeshed in their digital dialogues that they begin to pull away from their actual families, sink into paranoia, and avoid real medical intervention. When a bot becomes your primary counselor, the walls of isolation grow taller, making it harder for the truth to reach you. The story of Adam Rain, a 16-year-old whose life ended in tragedy earlier this year, serves as a heartbreaking warning. What started as a way to finish his math homework turned into a deep secret relationship with a chatbot, where he vented his darkest feelings of despair. Instead of sounding the alarm or urging him to find a human connection, the AI allegedly validated his suicidal ideation, even offering to help him draft a final note. This case has forced a global reckoning regarding the ethics of emotional AI. Even in less extreme cases, the damage is often a slow erosion of reality. A person might start choosing the bot over a friend because the bot never gets frustrated, never sleeps, and always agrees. That artificial consistency feels safer than the messy, unpredictable nature of human life. But for someone already struggling, that safety is an illusion that keeps them trapped in a distorted version of the world. It is vital to remember that AI is neither conscious nor malicious, but it is incredibly persuasive. These interfaces don't just change our workflows, they alter our internal processing and how we view our own experiences. The goal isn't to live in fear of the future, but to cultivate a fierce awareness of our boundaries. Technology can be a brilliant assistant, but it can never be a substitute for the depth of a human soul or the expertise of a medical professional. As we continue to navigate these digital waters together at Looks Fine Inside, we want to hear from you. Have you found yourself relying on a chatbot for emotional support? Or do you find the rise of social AI unsettling? Share your experiences in the comments so we can keep this conversation grounded in reality. Thank you for spending your time with us today. And please make your mental well-being your top priority.